So the May 2023 Visa Bulletin is finally out, and as predicted last month, we've experienced retrogression in quite a few categories in the employment-based sections and some minor changes in the family-based categories. The good news is that green card holders currently inside the United States married to foreign nationals can continue to file for their adjustment of status. What's going to happen next? Well, let's talk about it. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Immigration Channel. This is where we explain complex immigration matters in short, simple videos. In this video, as we do every single month, we'll analyze the May 2023 Visa Bulletin. But before we do that, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. So the May Visa Bulletin was finally released, and as predicted last month, we've seen some retrogression in the employment-based categories and some slight movement forward in the family-based categories. The good news is that if you are a green card holder and currently inside the United States, even though this category is no longer available in the final action dates chart, it is still available in the dates of filing chart. And based on what USCIS said this month, if you're inside the United States, you're going to be able to use this chart, which means those applicants can continue to file for their adjustment of status. But I want to mention something very important. Even though you can file for your adjustment of status if you're a green card holder married to a foreign national, your case is not going to be adjudicated until the Visa Bulletin will become current in this category, which means that you may have to wait several years until your application could be adjudicated and approved. Even though you're here in the United States, you'll be able to get a work permit and live here with your spouse. You're not going to be able to get your green card until the final action dates chart will become current as well. So let's go over a quick summary of what's happening in the employment-based categories in the May Visa Bulletin before we actually read the charts, because I think it's really important for you guys to get those details to allow you to plan your immigration situation in the next few months. So for employment-based adjustment of status cases, unlike the family-based petitions, USCIS will accept the final action dates chart for purposes of adjustment of status inside the United States. For the EB1 category, India and China will keep the same cutoff date just like in April, which is February 1st, 2022. The dates of filing cutoff date is June 1st, 2022 for those two countries. Good news is that all other countries in the EB1 category remain current for the month of May. But the warning from the State Department is India and China will continue to retrogress even further in the EB1 category. Therefore, if you're ready to file in this category, it's definitely important to do so sooner than later. For EB2, specifically for India for the month of May, the cutoff date remains January 1st, 2011. For all other countries except India and China, the EB2 category is going to retrogress by 4.5 months and is going to move for December 1st, 2022. For the month of May, EB3 category for professional skilled workers for China specifically is actually going to move forward by 5 months to April 1st, 2019. This is the only category that had a movement forward in this May Visa Bulletin. As I mentioned before, future retrogression is expected, specifically for EB1 for India and China, EB2 as well for those two countries, and even retrogression in the EB5 category for India as early as June of 2023. Now the problem is that in the family-based categories, if you look at F2A category, even though applicants who are currently in the United States are able to file those cases are not going to be finalized and adjudicated for a while until the priority date becomes current, which means that there's going to be even further burden in the family-based categories in the next several months or even years, and therefore the Department of State will have to do something to tackle those backlogs and find a better solution to move those files even faster and make room for those cases that are going to be pending for a while. Alright, let's jump into the charts as we do every single month, starting with employment-based final action dates. So as I mentioned before, EB1 first preference is current for the rest of the world. China is at February 1st, 2022. India is at February 1st, 2022. Mexico is current and the Philippines is current as well. Moving to second preference, EB2. The rest of the world is currently at February 15, 2022. That's the most recent cutoff date. China is on June 8, 2019. India is on January 1st, 2011, and Mexico remains at February 15, 2022, and Philippines is also February 15, 2022. We're moving to third preference, EB3. The rest of the world is at June 1st, 2022. China is at April 1st, 2019. As I mentioned before, this is an advance from last month. India is on June 15, 2012. Mexico, June 1st, 2022. And the Philippines is June 1st, 2022. Fourth preference is rest of the world is September 1st, 2018. China is September 1st, 2018. India, September 1st, 2018. Mexico, September 1st, 2018. And the Philippines is at September 1st, 2018. EB5, unreserved, including C5, T5, I5, and R5. The rest of the world is current. China is at September 8, 2015. India is June 1st, 2018. Mexico is current, and the Philippines is current. As you can see, retrogression is there. It's going to continue to happen because the State Department is trying to balance the demand for visas, for the actual visas that are actually available for applicants who are applying for green cards. Let's take a look at final action date chart for family-based categories. F1 category is at December 15, 2014. China is at December 15, 2014. India is December 15, 2014. Mexico remains at April 1st, 2001. And the Philippines is March 1st, 2012. F2A category, as we mentioned before, retrogressed last month in the April Visa Bulletin, remains the same in the May Visa Bulletin. September 8, 2020. China is September 8, 2020. India is September 8, 2020. Mexico is November 1st, 2018, and the Philippines September 8, 2020. Again, reminder, if you are inside the United States, you have to follow the dates for filing chart, which is currently available, and you'll be able to file for your green cards even if you're a spouse of a green card holder. F2B at September 22nd, 2015, China September 22nd, 2015, India September 22nd, 2015, June 1st, 2001 is Mexico, and October 22nd, 2011, the Philippines. And finally, F3 category, October 8, December 2008 is the rest of the world. China is December 8, 2008. India is December 8, 2008. Mexico remains at November 1st, 97, and the Philippines is at June 8, 2002. F4 category remains at April 8, 2007. China is April 8, 2007. India, September 15, 2005, Mexico, August 1st, 2000, and the Philippines, August 22nd, 2002. So as you can see, there's been a slight movement in the family-based categories. There's been literally an advance of 1 month and a few weeks, specifically in the F3 and F4 categories from the month of April to the month of May. It is a movement. It's not a big movement, but it's some kind of movement, and we expect to see even more movement, slow movement in family-based categories in the next several months. The biggest retrogression we predict is going to be in the employment-based sections. Once again, if you need help with your immigration matter, if you're stuck, if your case is taking too long and it's outside of regular processing times, there's things you can do, like for example, filing a mandamus lawsuit against the government and try to expedite your case. It does work. If you need help, just send me a text, 619-483-4549. I'm here for you, and hopefully we'll be able to work together as well. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.